Hey guys, Jackson here. Today I'm going to be going over 5 beginner level tricks for skateboarders. When people think of beginner level tricks, they think of like all those like easy little tricks that you see on YouTube. I'm going to go over actual tricks that you should learn to help you get better at skateboarding. If you can't hear me, it's because it's windy today. But yeah. The very first trick that beginners should even try to learn is the ollie. It's really tough to start learning, but once you get it down, any other trick just comes easier and easier and easier. So once you get the ollie down, you can land your rail tricks, you can land new flip tricks, you can land 180s, shove-its, all that good stuff. So if you make a full in-depth tutorial on how to ollie, let me know. But basically how to ollie, basically put your front foot about in the middle of the deck of the skateboard, about a little out, little pointed out, then your back foot in the middle of the tail, and then you bend down, apply pressure to your back foot, and then you release that pressure, and you jump. You jump and then slide your foot up to level out the board, and you land. A way to practice this is just set your foot on, and then practice that. And then you can start trying to jump while snapping the tail. And then once you get that down, try practicing sliding the foot up the deck, like this. Because that's how you ollie. You snap down, you slide your foot up, which levels out the board, and then you land. So that's trick number 1. Trick number 2 is the pop shove it. Pop shove it and shove it are kind of basically the same thing, because a shove it, you're just going like that with both feet on. So that's a shove it. That's kind of easy and kind of a beginner level trick too, but the pop shove it is an actual trick that skaters do, because you can't just shove it on to a rail. You have to pop and then shove it. So for a pop shove it, it's similar to the footing for an ollie, except your back foot is more towards the toe edge of your deck of your skateboard, and then your front foot is a little farther back towards the heel edge. A good way to practice getting the shove it movement is step off the board, take your back foot, put it right in this little pocket, just go like that. Just scoop it. Just press down and scoop. Watch for your shins, because you might hit your shins when you're doing it. And then you can start going like that, stepping on with both feet and throwing it around. We'll move back a little more so you can see better, just in case. And then you can start committing to actually landing on the board. Practice in grass or gravel like I am, because if you do it just on cement right away, it's going to be way tougher. The cement is nice and smooth, and yeah, you can start practicing riding too. So pop shove it, you pop, shove the board back. Your front foot really does nothing, you just lift your front foot to actually get it up in the air, and then you land. So here's it in full motion. That's just a shove it, and I didn't pop, sorry. I'm going to try again. Remember, you snap, scoop, and land. Make sure you jump up too. That's almost a 3 shove, or a 3 pop shove, or something, I don't know. So let's try that again. Just like that, you have the pop shove. Now, trick number 3 is the 180. It doesn't matter which 180 you want to do. I'm not going to waste like 2 tricks on just 180s. I'm going to go over both as one trick. So the backside 180 is where the first 90 degrees of the turn, your back is facing where you're heading. Okay? So it's a little confusing. Backside, you're turning this way. Your toe edge is your leading side. Frontside 180 is this way, where your front is the first 90 degrees of the turn. Backside 180s are kind of what I'm more used to, but I can do frontside 180s too. So backside 180 is really the same amount of footing as the pop shove it, just your foot is a little more down on the deck. For the 180, you want to pop up, and rotate. Slide your foot up and rotate. I'll show you in fast motion like this. Just like that, you have the backside 180. It's really simple once you practice it. A way to, like, before you actually try to attempt it, step on your board and then snap down like this and kind of practice like that. Because what that does is when you snap down on the side of the tail, your board is already almost 90 degrees through the rotation. Because 90 degrees is half of 180. So once you're doing that, all you have to do is lift your foot, jump, and then the board rotates. So here's the backside 180 in fast motion again. So yeah, backside 180, that's trick number 3. And frontside 180, if you're more comfortable with this, it's kind of the same footing as you would for a heel flip, but obviously if you're a beginner, you're not doing heel flips yet, unless you're trying heel flips for whatever reason. Frontside 180 is pretty close to the ollie. Sorry, my dog walked in front of the camera. You kind of have your back foot in this little pocket, and remember, kind of like the backside 180, when you press down, the board's already rotating. So all you have to do is just lift your foot like on an ollie and rotate. Just like this. I'm going to do it again from this side so you can see what my back foot does. And that's the frontside 180. So those are trick number 3. They're kind of like the same trick, just different rotations. Trick number 4 is going to be the nollie. The nollie is basically a switch 180, or not a switch 180, a switch ollie. It's gonna feel weird when you first try it. Something that'll help you is if you take the higher side of your deck. In that case, that's usually the nose of the skateboard because it's higher. I don't know why skateboard companies make the nose higher than the tail. That doesn't make much sense. You'll get more pop from the nose. But it'll help if you use the nose to nollie. Basically, you snap down, slide your foot up, and land. Just like an ollie, just switch. Good way to practice is to just like that. Just kind of press down and jump. That's a good way to practice it. And then slide your foot up and then land. I'll show you in fast motion. Just like that. You have the nollie. Now trick number 5 is going to be a little harder. This is a really fun trick that I personally really like. It's called the big spin. It's a mix of a shove it and a frontside body varial. So it seems kind of tough at first because you're doing a shove it and rotating the opposite direction, but it's really fun. Some people call it different. Some people call it a body varial. Some people just call it a regular varial, which doesn't make sense to me because there's the varial flip, varial heel. It doesn't make much sense. So I just call it the big spin because that's kind of what it's actually called. So you just shove it, rotate this way. So it's kind of like doing a frontside 180 with a shove it, I guess, but you're not bringing the board with you. Just like that. You just do a shove it, and then you rotate. I'll show you again. Just like that. If you do it with a pop shove it, it looks way better because you're popping up. That time I didn't land it, but yeah. That's 5 tricks that you can do, that 5 beginner level-ish tricks. Once you get the ollie down, all these tricks come easier. If you want me to do a more in-depth tutorial on 180s, or pop shove-its, or even just the ollie, or even the big spin, leave it in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram, I'll leave it at the bottom of the screen. It's Jackson_Zsmer15. And yeah, hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe if you want to, and learn how to skate again.